Let me ask you some questions. Do jhanas eradicate mental defilements? Yes or no? Do jhanas eradicate or destroy mental defilements? Eradicate means destroy altogether. No. What they do is temporary abandonment. They push these mental defilements away for some time. They cannot eradicate or destroy altogether the mental defilements. That is one thing. It is essential for a person to get jhana before he takes up vipassana meditation. Must he get jhana before he practices vipassana meditation? No. He may or may not get jhanas, right? These are two important things I want to make clear. I want you to understand clearly. Jhanas cannot eradicate or destroy mental defilements, but they can push the mental defilements away from the person for some time. And it is not essential to get jhanas before you practice vipassana meditation. You may get jhana before or you may not. These are the two things I want to make clear. Now the jhanas can push the mental defilements away for some time. How long? A few hours? A few weeks? A month? Jhana can push away longer than that. Do you know how long? 60 years. There was a monk, a very renowned monk in ancient Ceylon. He was a very famous teacher. He got all these jhanas and the magic powers. So he thought he was an arahant. He taught many students, and many of his students became arahants. But he remained an ordinary person, Puthujana. Now one of his people who had become an arahant read his mind and found out that his teacher was still a Puthujana. So in order to help him, in order to shake him up, he went to the teacher. When he met the teacher asked, "What do you come here for?" He answered, "I want to ask you some questions." Then the student asked the questions, and the teacher gave answer right away. He doesn't have to search for the answer. Then the student say, "Oh, how great! How wonderful! You can answer my questions right away. When did you reach this stage?" He asked because the student knew that his teacher thought that he was an arahant. When did you reach this stage? The teacher say, "Oh, it was about 60 years ago. During those 60 years, he had not seen a mental defilements arise in his mind. That is why he thought he was an arahant. He was able to push away these mental defilements for 60 years. Since it was not eradication by Magga, they can come back."
You cannot get rid of me. Jhanas cannot eradicate mental defilements. You need Magga to get rid of me.
So the student asked, "Bante, do you make use of magic powers?" He said, "Oh, it is easy for me." Then the student say, "Bante, please create an elephant. Put the trunk up, making noise and have it rushing at you. Say, to kill you." So the teacher created that image as the student had asked. When the image he created went to him or came to him to crush him, he was afraid, and so he got up from his seat. He was afraid of his own creation. So the student took hold of the rope and said, Bhante, do arahants have fear? Only then he realized that he was not an arahant yet. Then he put up his hands. Friends, please be my refuge. The student said, I came here just for this purpose. Then he taught him a practice of meditation. He practiced the meditation and became an arahant. So even for 60 years, the jhanas can push the mental defilements away. Although for 60 years, no mental defilements has arisen in his mind. When there is the condition, the elephant coming to crush him, he was afraid. So he wanted to run away. Jhanas cannot eradicate, cannot destroy mental defilements altogether, but they can push them away. Maybe not just in the jhana state, for many years. Since they are not eradicated completely, they can come back as in this story. Those eradicated by Magga never arise again. This may be an extreme case, that is, a monk being able to push away mental defilements for 60 years, although he was a Puthujana.